What if even governments, military pilots, police officers, and entire schools witnessed something they couldn't explain? For nearly 80 years, reports of strange objects and alleged alien encounters have appeared across the world. Some were eventually explained. Others remain mysteries. From military radar tracking impossible objects to dozens of children describing the same strange beings, these are the top 10 alien encounters you won't believe. And the final case is still debated today by intelligence officials, scientists, and UFO investigators. Let's begin. Number 10. The Phoenix Lights, Arizona, USA, March 13, 1997. On the evening of March 13, 1997, thousands of people across Arizona reported seeing a massive V-shaped formation of lights moving silently across the sky. Witnesses described an object so large that some estimated it stretched over a mile wide. Reports came from locations spanning nearly 300 miles across Arizona. The event became known as the Phoenix Lights. Years later, military officials stated that at least part of the phenomenon was caused by illumination flares dropped during a training exercise. But many witnesses insist the flares do not explain what they saw earlier that evening. Nearly 3 decades later, the Phoenix Lights remain one of America's most famous UFO mysteries. Number 9. The Rendlesham Forest Incident, England, December 1980. Often called Britain's Roswell, the Rendlesham Forest Incident involved U.S. Air Force personnel stationed at 2 military bases in England. Over several nights in December 1980, security officers reported strange lights moving through the forest. Lieutenant Colonel Charles Halt later recorded an audio tape while investigating the phenomenon. Witnesses claimed to see unusual lights and reported physical traces at the site. Skeptics argue that a nearby lighthouse may explain much of what was observed. Yet many military witnesses maintain that they encountered something extraordinary. More than 45 years later, the debate continues. Number 8. The Washington UFO Sightings, Washington, D.C., 1952. Imagine unidentified objects appearing over the capital of the United States. That's exactly what happened during the summer of 1952. Radar operators at multiple locations detected unknown targets over Washington, D.C. Air Force jets were scrambled several times. Newspapers across America ran front-page stories. The events became so significant that the U.S. Air Force held one of the largest press conferences since World War II. Officials eventually attributed the sightings largely to atmospheric conditions affecting radar systems. But for many Americans, the incident raised questions that still haven't disappeared. Number 7. The Betty and Barney Hill Case, New Hampshire, USA, 1961. This is one of the most famous alleged alien abduction stories in history. Betty and Barney Hill reported seeing a strange object while driving home through New Hampshire in September 1961. Later, under hypnosis, they described being taken aboard a craft and examined by non-human beings. Their story became a media sensation. Books, documentaries, and television programs helped turn the case into a cornerstone of UFO culture. While critics argue the memories were influenced by hypnosis and media exposure, the case remains one of the most discussed encounters ever reported. Number 6. The Westall School Incident, Australia, 1966. On April 6, 1966, hundreds of students and teachers at a school near Melbourne reported seeing a strange object descend into a nearby field. Witness estimates vary, but many reports suggest more than 200 students observed the event. Several witnesses claim the object rose rapidly and disappeared. No definitive explanation has ever gained universal acceptance. For many Australians, Westall remains one of the country's most compelling UFO cases. Number 5. The Varginha Incident, Brazil, 1996. In January 1996, residents of Varginha, Brazil reported seeing unusual creatures and strange objects. The story exploded across South America. Some witnesses claimed they observed a small being with large eyes and brown skin. Rumors spread that military personnel recovered both creatures and a crashed craft. Brazilian authorities denied extraterrestrial involvement. Yet the incident remains deeply embedded in Brazilian UFO history and continues to generate documentaries and investigations decades later. Number 4. The Roswell Incident, New Mexico, USA, 1947. No list would be complete without Roswell. In July 1947, a rancher discovered unusual debris 1993 near Roswell, New Mexico. The nearby military base initially announced that it had recovered a flying disc. The statement quickly made international headlines. Within hours, officials reversed their claim and said the debris came from a weather balloon. Decades later, the U.S. government explained the material as part of Project Mogul, a classified balloon program designed to monitor Soviet nuclear tests. Despite official explanations, Roswell became the world's most famous UFO story and remains central to discussions about government secrecy and extraterrestrial life. Number 3. The Ariel School Encounter, Zimbabwe, September 16, 1994. This case stands out because of the number of witnesses involved. 62 children at the Ariel School in Zimbabwe reported seeing a silver craft land near their playground. Several students described small beings with large eyes. The children were interviewed separately by journalists and researchers. Many accounts remained remarkably consistent. Skeptics suggest social influence or misinterpretation may explain the reports. Supporters argue that the consistency of dozens of young witnesses makes the case extraordinary. Even today, the Ariel School encounter is considered one of the most unusual mass sightings ever reported.
Number 2. The USS Nimitz Tic Tac encounter, Pacific Ocean, November 14, 2004. This case changed the modern UFO conversation. During military exercises off the coast of Southern California, radar operators aboard the USS Princeton tracked unusual objects for several days. According to reports, more than 100 anomalous objects were detected. Navy Commander David Fravor and other pilots were sent to investigate. Fravor described a white tic-tac-shaped object approximately 40 feet long. The object reportedly maneuvered in ways that appeared impossible for conventional aircraft. Years later, Pentagon released videos brought global attention to the incident. The U.S. Department of Defense acknowledged the authenticity of the footage. To this day, officials have not provided a definitive explanation for what was observed.
Number 1. The 2020s UAP era. For decades, UFO reports were often dismissed. Then, everything changed. In 2020, the Pentagon officially released several Navy videos showing unidentified aerial phenomena, or UAPs. In 2021, the Office of the Director of National Intelligence released a report reviewing 144 military UAP incidents. Only one could be confidently explained. The rest lacked sufficient data for a definitive conclusion. Since then, congressional hearings, military investigations, and the creation of the Pentagon's All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office have pushed the topic into the mainstream. Importantly, government agencies have repeatedly stated that there is no confirmed evidence that these objects are extraterrestrial, but they have also acknowledged that some incidents remain unexplained, and that's what keeps the mystery alive.
So what do you think? Were these encounters evidence of advanced technology, misidentified natural phenomena, secret military projects, or something truly beyond our understanding? The truth is that many of these cases remain unresolved, and until definitive evidence emerges, the debate will continue. If you enjoyed this documentary, subscribe and turn on notifications, because the next mystery might be even stranger than this one.